Alright, so now that market just opened, um, basically what's happening so far and what I'm seeing is for this 30-minute demand from yesterday to hold, possibly have a quick scalp into this 3 hour that we rejected on pre-market. So far we're showing volume at this demand zone, which is good. It's aligning with my analysis. Um, Market just opened 4 minutes ago, but I like this like as a quick scalp. Uh, you know, basically in demand, making a higher low, seen right here. Also attempting to create 30-minute demand, as seen right here. And yeah, I mean we're selling off from supply, which is definitely aligning for sellers stepping in, testing this demand. Now price and volume will tell us everything that we need to know if we're gonna rally from here or if we're gonna sell off from here and probably have a weak rally into this 3 hour demand right here. But this quick scalp doesn't look as bad. We have volume to the upside. Definitely want to strike and trade accordingly. But market just opened. You need to let it develop. So far NQ same context. We have the same demand from yesterday, which is a 3 hour. But also this is a 30-minute that I just plotted. So 30-minute right here. But yeah, same context. This looks really weak so far. Not as ES, which looks stronger. But NQ, same context. Want to see if buyers can rally from here or if we're going to have that weak rally. Or I would speculate on puts to the upside targeting this quick 3 hour demand below. So simple plans, price and volume will tell us everything that we need to know. But basically I'm gauging that today. Are so far at the open. Let's see if we can possibly have that action from here or sell off. So simple plans, but the idea is being reactive to them. So let's see what happens. Okay, NQ plan. NQ showing weakness so far to the market. Definitely not chasing this move for sure, because anytime we could rally from here, we're still above demand, or we're still inside the demand. But so far showing weakness. Same with ES. But I'm remaining objective, to any scenario. I mean, look at that volume right here, trying to sell off. Here's volume to the upside. Yeah, still being objective to any scenario. Definitely, we're showing some responsive selling right here at the highs, and on NQ we're selling off. Not directly rallying from here, but I need a type of consolidation, something to base my risk off of. Because so far, if I get short right away and my target's this, where's my risk? That will make sense here, but need this to give me proper structure to strike accordingly, and then I'll trade according to my plan. But so far, yeah, we're selling off, but we're still above and inside demand. Want to see the weak action, any type of structure to potentially play those puts if we're gonna sell off. While ES doesn't look as weak as NQ, but definitely selling off from here, but we're still up inside this demand. So any of two scenarios to possibly play puts with a weak rally targeting that move to the downside. I'll start recording whenever I enter, just to have talk out loud, have rational thoughts. I respect my risk to reward. But so far, yeah, trade's working. As I'm saying, definitely overextend that. You need any type of something that will give you proper structure. So far, at least if I get short right away, where would I advise my risk? At least on the 1 minute, which does not make it that much of quality stop loss. So market cannot move straight shoot down or up. So waiting this to see how it develops. So let's see what happens. Okay, so pretty weak action on ES. I'll say this demands and below will for sure trigger, since there's not anything stopping price from coming to this 3-hour right here. What is key, at least for me, is finding proper risk. A place where I will have to find risk. So far, I didn't have it. This move right here happened pretty fast, but I'm not chasing a move all the way at the bottom. With this volume right here, which possibly be a reversal. But yeah, so far I saw heavy size hitting the bid, like 80 lots continuously, a lot of orders at this 44.40 mark right here. So with that context, that would just give me context, either upside up or downside. Haven't placed any trade. Yeah, we broke out of this. Could work. Well, so far it's working, but didn't play this. So far, yeah, pretty weak action. Definitely, puts working. As I'm saying, I'll definitely targeting the move all the way over here at 3-hour. So yeah, let's see what happens. Let it develop. What is most important to me is having defined risk and trade accordingly. But yeah, puts working. Want to see that base or consolidation to gauge my risk off of. Okay, so far what I'm gauging on NQ is how we tried to sell off with pretty high volume, a lot of volume. It's better seen on the 1 minute. This volume right here was an aggressive red candle to the downside, which right away got defended by buyers. Pretty high volume. Usually leads to a reversal if there's no follow through. But what I'm gauging right now is simple to see if sellers are going to step in at this area right here, which on the 5 minute it's a drop based drop that sellers defended pretty nice. Now this be a relief bounce, or we're going to rally from here. That's what I'm gauging so far. Potentially make a decision off of. If we start rallying, just gonna look at not this to the short side. Now if we start rejecting, coming away, this only being a relief bounce, being a weak rally, I'll most likely play puts to the downside. So yeah, so far what it's happening, this candle just opened probably a rally base and then a drop right here. But I'm still gauging this, want to see if this is a relief bounce, where I very much have pretty defined risk to the downside right here. Yes, kind of like similar action. Yeah, probably saw heavy size at the 44.40 mark. Should probably come right here, start showing weak action, weakness to the downside. Also probably trigger this 3-hour right here. But yeah, this is what I'm gauging on NQ. At least most likely will play on NQ. But as I'm saying, that's kind of like a red flag to downside with this high volume below demand would usually lead to reversal. But that's so far what is happening right now in the market. Yeah, didn't chase this this move all the way at downside. You gotta have defined risk. What I do have is my puts loaded up to see, whenever that happens, I wanna gauge that with the next candle opening being, opening in the following seconds, 30 seconds. So yeah, let's see what happens. ES as well, probably a rally base and then a drop. So let's see what happens. All right, so I'm already on one contract right here. I think I have my stop loss right here. I got short on the way to the downside. It's not working right away, but I don't mind it. I saw how we're rejecting this area, possibly, you know, gonna get stopped out right here. But yeah, we're rejecting this pretty nice to the downside. Got filled at 220. Risk pretty tight, you know, targeting this demand below. So yeah, so far let's see what happens. Letting this develop for sure. But this is just an area, you know, sellers are being reactive as seen so far. Risk, you know, risking just a couple points to potentially make risking like, you know, to potentially make you know, favorable risk reward right here. I got short on the downside. Yeah, it's not working right away, but I saw the reaction right here. Second move was leaning towards the downside. We'll want to see that volume push actually potentially, you know, congruent with and not this close like this. So I want to see that volume to the downside, and I have this lower which would tell me that, you know, buyers are present. But yeah, let's see what happens. All right, so far trade working. I don't like how we've been having trouble trying to sell off, you know, aggressively right here, as seen with this wicks right here. But so far, yeah, sellers stepped in right here. No reason to worry. But definitely don't like how we're not directly selling off. Of course, we're gonna have roadblocks, and I have to respect my risk. But I don't like this wicks right here. I definitely don't. So I'm still being patient. You know, I need to respect my risk, which is definitely the most important thing. But yeah, still letting this develop. ES is weak, so let's see if we continue to sell off and truly, you know, put a weak rally out of here. Okay, trade working, not working so far. We're aggressive selling off right here from my entry, with the speculation that sellers were stepping right here as well. And as we were selling off, you know, we sold off, but buyer stepped in right here, probably, you know, really big passive buyer right here, absorbing all those all the aggressive bid orders, you know, and he was grabbing all the liquidity. I'm still sticking to my stop loss, as this was, you know, definitely an area where you know, sellers are stepping in. You know, this can possibly right here from here rally based drop. But yeah, I'm sticking to my stop loss. I have a plan. I need to respect it. You know, it's okay being wrong in this analysis, not the aggressive selling that I wanted to see, but, you know, sticking to my stop loss, since, you know, showing some rejection right here. And this area potential would be, you know, this lower high. However, we're putting some higher lows right here with volume, which kind of be a red flag to be a seller right now. But yeah, so far I think ES kind of the same. Definitely, you know, not directly selling off, which is fine, you know, but I need to stick to my stop loss. So see what happens. Yeah, so far down on the contract, but waiting this to see if this will be a tough area for buyers, and we'll sell off from here. So let's see what happens. All right, so yeah, trade not working. Any minute about to stop out. We're showing some responsiveness right here this second time, but, you know, buyer stepping in here each time. So yeah, I'm about to be stopped out on this with this wick right here. You know, if we come above it, I'm gonna stop out. Definitely, it was trade that I saw as high quality, but definitely not working, which is fine. You know, I'm okay with, you know, with not working. I'm okay with being wrong. So about being reflect on it. But yeah, tough area right here that buyers defended each time, and now anytime to probably breaking that. So yeah, you know, with candles right here, I mean, let's see what happens. You know, being patient. sellers are stepping in there each time, but we've been defending right here. We've been consolidating this area for almost like for like 30 minutes. So let's see what happens. Definitely not an action, not a follow through I wanted to see. Definitely to the downside. Wanted to see more volume, more responsiveness, more follow through. Actually triggered my target, but buyers defending each time. So yeah, definitely it's not a bad trade. But let's see. I haven't been stopped out. But let's see. Yeah, let's see what happens. Okay, so got stopped out in this candle to the downside, to the upside. Yeah, blue past my stop loss. Trade that could have worked, but definitely didn't like the follow through that we did not have to the downside. So it was not a bad trade, definitely. I like my confirmations that we're rejecting from here, but nothing wrong with it. It's okay being wrong. Yes, I feel like same context, but with rallying each time, making higher lows, also higher highs. So yeah, so far that's the trade of today.